All right, I'm gonna try something different here today. I'm gonna shoot this in 30 frames per second. I'm not loving how this camera's been looking lately, especially the last wash and drive or wash and talk video. I didn't do a good job of dealing with exposure. You know, the screen looked good, but then when I actually edited the video, it was quite a bit darker. So Kyle's here today. We have his GTI set up. I bought him, shoot, it's almost March, but I bought him suspension for Christmas and intake from APR, and so we're gonna go through the process of tearing apart his suspension, sway bars, coilovers, setting ride height, and we also have an intake as well, so we're gonna go through that here today. So anyway, I had to run air line from the other side, from the Jenny compressor over to here until I get my FIAC. Anyway, so let's get started. Let me show you what we got, and then we'll get started with the tearing it apart and doing the install process. So the black shocks are the rear, and then the silver ones are the front. I'm assuming the springs, the bigger springs, are for the front, and then the smaller for the rear. I have sway bar end links, and then the stuff that goes with it. So whatever the urethane bushings, there's the carbon fiber intake. And then we have front and rear sway bars. So I think we'll start in the front, work our way back. Kyle also has some OE mud flaps that we might put on as well today. We'll see how it goes. But we're gonna start with the hard part with the suspension, the front suspension, and then we'll go front to back. So I think the back is probably generally easier on European cars.
Super easy on this one. Hopefully I can drive home today.
We will, even if it's late.
Yeah, on the rear suspension, like we don't even have to get into like the trunk or any mounts back there or anything. It's all done from the wheel well.
Oh, good. All right, let's get it up in the air. You got your pucks on there yet?
Yeah.
So the GTI is, believe it or not, a little longer. The jack points are. So I had to put one of the ramps up so that we can get it up on there. So first thing we'll do, we'll take the wheels off. Are these wheel locks?
No. 17 millimeter. How do I bring it down onto the locks or just leave it?
No.
Okay.
You don't need to do that on this. All right, wheel number one. Here, you take the wheels off, that way if you mess it up, I can blame you. So this is just like a BMW shock. Loosen this up, drive this down. It doesn't look like we'll have to detach any brake lines or anything.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, they'll come from the bottom. So you got 1, 2, 3. So actually, I think we should drop out the coilovers first. Yeah, so we'll end up reusing the top pad. There are 3 screws up top here, up in there. There's a bolt here, which holds the cup in place. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to use my fancy German VW tools, the M-type threaded special keys.
Triple square stuff or whatever?
I don't know what it's called, but M something or other. All right, so we're gonna move this, or might as well remove this. Gonna loosen that, and actually we'll loosen the top 3 first. We'll loosen those top 3. I don't think there's anything from the top that we need to mess with up in the engine bay.
Yeah, they go in links first.
We got 13. We don't need instructions, come on.
Top of the end link and then the knuckle bolt. This whole deal.
Let's pull the end link off. So how much working on cars have you done in your life?
I mean, not a ton, but I've done, brake stuff. I've done some engine stuff, but it's been a long time, like head gasket type of things, but it's been a while. I've never really done any real suspension work, but I'll definitely get in there and wrench on whatever.
There's your end link, and just put those back on there. I don't think we'll need those.
Do we need another?
Yeah, we're gonna get to use my M thinger.
The M thinger.
Let's see. move my drawers around. It's gonna want to be one of these.
Yeah,
like
one of the triple squares.
M12. Get these one of these things. I didn't know what the heck they were for. Apparently they're for VWs.
Oh yeah, I had to go buy a set one time.
No, it's bigger than that.
What do you got? 14 maybe? 16?
Probably 14. Yep. I should shoot in 24 frames a second. It would feel very cinematographic, something. What is that word?
Cinematic.
There you go. Cinematic. That's right. So you probably don't need to take that out. So.
Yeah, I don't know if we need to. They do, but we're gonna have to get something back in here.
Yeah,
to
pry it
to
apart.
like pry it. They have like a special, you know, little insert tool thing, but
We don't need that. This will come right out. We're gonna whack on stuff. Don't worry. You're gonna be cringing.
I can't wait.
So, what we just did, we took this bolt out here, and what else did we just do? Oh, we took the sway bar end link, came off of here, and the sway bar is here. So we're gonna drop all this out, I think, so that we can then address the sway bar, which we're gonna have to pull the subframe down in order to get in there. Actually, while we got the car up, let's do the other side.
Next steps after those bolts are the there's 3 bolts up under here with this the arm.
Oh, really?
And we got to take those out.
That'll allow it to drop down. I got you.
And then we get to use another triple square after that. Want me to get down there?
Is that?
Got it.
And that.
There are these triple square bolts in here for the drive shaft, basically, that we have to loosen, supposedly.
I don't know about all that.
It makes everything loosen up so that you can pull it down to release this. Otherwise,
Got it.
and then this we're probably gonna have to pry with like a pry bar.
Here, I can probably use the 3/8.
Little one.
Well,
Let's see. I think did they use a? They may have used a. Yeah.
way more than what this can handle. We're gonna have to go 1/2 inch. And make sure our camera angle is not in the way. Okay. So we're not backing them out completely, just
Yeah, basically just loosening.
all right, so now let's do the same thing to the other side.
Go ahead, just undo everything and then worry about prying it.
Yep.
Okay.
So I loosened all of these drive shaft bolts. Again, we took this one out, and then the lower, I guess, lower control arm. These right here, these 3 are pulled down, pulled out, so now I can pull on that. Okay, all these are out. So the drive shaft is further in on this side, right there. So now I'm gonna remove the cowl.
Just pull that up. Looks like 13.
Yeah. There's a nut down there that's gonna drop out, I guess.
So, I mean, you can't see anything. Oh, yeah, I see. Nothing. I think it's like it's a locked in,
Yeah, it's a
like
fixed.
part of the frame. Yeah.
How did you manage to do that?
Oh no. Oh, I see it. Pardon my French.
This is a kid's channel, Kyle.
G-rated, man.
Although Kate was watching me edit and I said, this frickin' sucks. And then she says it. Michelle hears her say it.
Where'd you learn that?
I heard it on Daddy's video. I was like, oh boy.
What's taking you so long over there?
This one is not,
Is the suspension just like pulling on it?
must be.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. I was like, man, this one's not coming out.
Yeah, mine like stayed up for some reason.
Are you sure this sway bar can't just come out here?
I don't know. It's possible. It doesn't look super tight, does
I
it?
think it can. So let's detach the end links.
Maybe there's no install videos because it can just come out super easy. Oh, geez. Yeah, look, these bushings are like wrecked. The old ones. Do we want to get the struts out of there? Let this drop down, or is that going to make it, well, I don't know if that would make it even more difficult with the sway bar.
I mean, it looks pretty unimpeded right now.
Right.
Yeah, I guess it probably would be easier if we got this, just to get the, let's get the, whatever you call the thing, the coilover out of here. Yeah, that'll probably fit in there. All right, let's put it back down. Let's get the coilover out of here. So, I'm gonna push down, and then you're gonna try to
Pry it.
actually.
Which side do you want me on? Doesn't matter.
It probably would have been better. Definitely would have been better to put we should put the bolts back in on the top.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. So
And then it'll have something to pull against.
yeah. I don't know what I wasn't thinking there. You don't have to go all the way in, you just have to hold it. Nope, come up and over. Close. Not quite. Right there. Don't breathe.
Easy.
Yeah, so let's put this in here like this.
Yeah. Smaller one. Oh, yeah, just go that way with it.
Yeah, this is gonna be a lot harder than it looks to get this thing out of here.
I wonder, do you have in this Sonic stuff one of those little, they have like a little socket thing.
What do you mean?
It's like it goes onto a socket wrench, but it's a specific like little wedge type of tool. It's almost just like an end of a socket, or like, you know, the square part, and it like wedges in there, and then you crank it down and it spreads it.
Yeah. It's moving.
Let me readjust before I smash her hands. Come on. This is not doing anything anymore.
Let me see. It's out. Not yet. We need a little bit more play.
What if we tighten these bolts down a little bit up here?
Yeah. That'll pull it up. Yeah, should we loosen those up?
That's what I'm thinking. I think they may have actually just ended up removing them. Yeah, they completely removed that. They just took all those out. They didn't show it at first, but then after, you can see that it's just moving completely freely.
Now we just made it a big project. And try to get that thing back on there, dude. That's what I was worried about.
Will that allow us to kind of get? Yeah, there we go.
All right, hold that thing on there so I can get this thing out of here. Now we lost all of our.
Oh yeah, it's dripping oil.
Yeah.
Oh jeez. Oh, come on, there it is.
You're gonna have to catch this thing. I guess the steering shaft or whatever that. There we go.
Jeez.
We're out. So now, take this off.
So I think on that other one, maybe we should just install those bolts back in all the way. So it's locked in there.
You're talking about the drive shaft?
The
Oh, yeah,
strut.
yeah.
Because I think that would have helped probably if those were just tightened back all the way down. All right.
And we're out. Now we need this top hat, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
These labeled left and right.
No, I was looking at them and they're like identical.
Are they?
Even though they're offset partially.
So let's put the spring compressor on here and get the top hat off. Okay, the loose spring is loose. I think this is a 20. Nope, 21. All right, let's pray that we can get this off.
Let me kind of hold on.
Yep. Shoot. All right, we're gonna have to do the no-no, which is to clamp the.
Is there not a?
Yeah, good. Well, that. Actually, we can use. Yeah, we can
Use the Allen and then the deep socket wrench or something.
Yeah, we can use a offset wrench. This is like an 8mm hex Allen. You going the wrong way?
I don't know, which way is it supposed to go?
Reverse?
Right or left?
Let me see. Move your finger.
That's reverse.
Yeah. Try that.
If you're going that way, this needs to go to the right then.
Right.
Let's try it. Whoop.
There we go. Okay.
Sweet.
Top hat off. I would think, yeah, we need this whole assembly. We don't need the bump stop.
Right.
And so what we need is this. Yeah, and we've got a new nut. Bingo. All right, let's take our spring compressors off. We might go grab me the springs. Let's see, we might not need these.
I think it's the smaller ones that go on the front. Or is
be
it the bigger ones? Yeah, I guess that would make sense.
So,
So we don't need those. So what sucks is like there's no information on like where these should be set from or set at.
that doesn't matter. We'll
So-
be all right. We'll be all right with that. All right, yeah, we're definitely gonna need to compress the spring. That's our front right there. It's heavy as crap. We should be doing this on the giant workbench that we have, but
Nah, let's sit on the ground. A little more.
yep. Dang it. Trying to stay in the camera. God dang. Stop lifting, dummy. I think that's about all we're gonna get.
Oh, is this on back? No.
All right, that ought to be enough for us to get it on there. Yeah.
Okay.
It's bigger? God dang it.
22.
Probably. Okay.
We don't need to do the same thing, like hold the center section and.
We might. Let me take these off first. There's your fancy suspension.
Sweet. Well, do we need to like put a wrench on that or something, and then use
Not if it
deep
doesn't
socket?
spin. Watch the shaft. Is it spinning?
Yeah. Yep.
I think it's plenty tight. It's nylon on there.
Was that like a 10? No, 8 or 9. Let me use this little guy. Oh, look at that.
What is that going to do for you?
I don't know. It's tiny.
That is going to do absolutely nothing.
I needed a 8mm wrench, and that was what was available.
I think it's plenty tight.
Okay.
Yep.
Sweet.
All right, so that's what our APR coilover looks like. And then of course we got a bit of a mini mess here. But you can see what we were prying apart. All right, so let's put our sway. Let's deal with our sway bar now. Before we get too far into this. Taking off the sway bar end links, or not the end links. The sway bar brackets.
Oh yeah, those aren't even bolts.
Yeah, they're just
Okay.
the receiver of a bolt.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't turn it.
Yeah. Blech.
Got our oil from our drive shaft getting all over them.
I think it's just water and rust or something.
All right. So now the sway bar is loose.
It's like the bracket is like fused on or something. It's weird that it goes all the way around like that.
Ah, those are fun. I don't know. I mean, they obviously have to come off. Actually, no, they don't, because there's a whole new assembly. All right.
So
yeah, the sway bar is definitely not coming out that way. So we have to put this back together so we can lift the car up so we can drop the frame down.
mm-hmm. Should we go ahead and
We should put this one back together.
knock out the other one too?
Or
Or
do this first.
okay.
That way we can put the car up and down as needed. Okay. Here goes nothing. Let's put the shock on, and then we'll try to put the drive shaft back on. Okay, now we might be able to just hammer it in.
Will we be able to clear this?
Yeah, because we'll be able to push down, maybe.
Possibly. Theoretically.
All right, we'll go back to that one bolt we had, because then we had a lot more leeway.
Okay. All right, that one bolt is in.
All right.
Just leave it like that.
Yeah, well, I got an idea. Why don't we just come up with the darn car a little bit? We can come up with a little bit. That way our U-line thing can hold us.
Okay. Hang on. All right, try it. All right, right, that's enough to get it in there.
All right, that's all we need. And I was hoping we could just slide it into place, but we're gonna have to jack it into place.
Can we bring it down a little bit so it's out and then kind of realign it for when we push it in? Or is it like impossible to get it lined up?
What are you talking about?
Because right now it's kind of in there, but it's crooked. So I'm just worried that it's gonna screw something up.
Once you spread it, it should line up.
True.
Okay, up. Up. Nope, hold on. Okay, now go up.
Oh.
Yeah, that was good. Okay. All right, hold there. Okay, so now let's see if we can get this back on. Yeah, we can. All right, so get all these bolts. You can just leave it. So you're gonna have to climb under here and try to line it up. All these, not all of these have a joining thing, do they?
Yes, all 6.
Okay. All right, so
All right.
slide 2 of them in.
Do we have to get it back lined up again? Now, does it matter?
It is lined up. So, before we lock any of this in, we're getting the drive shaft, putting the axle shaft, or whatever you call this thing, back in. I guess it's not a drive shaft. The axles back in place. So that way we can then pull jack. Looks like we've got this straight. We can spread this and jack it up in, hopefully.
All right, that's snug.
Yeah, don't tighten until you do them all.
Yeah, I was just kind of rotating it around. Where is that oil coming from? Just inside the joint?
Yeah, it's just gear oil.
Is that something that has to be like put back somehow?
No, I'm sure.
Like oil has leaked, so it's not there anymore, or some of it's not there anymore.
It's not enough to matter.
No, you're good. I was just rotating it around. I'm gonna get this one that's like not even in at all. So that's, all these are snug now. Okay, should we go and just tighten these back down
Yep,
while we're here?
we're gonna have to do with the impact. Tight.
How's all of them?
And they do have paint marks on them. It shows that I'm tighter than it was before. That white paint,
Oh yeah, I see.
I think.
Or it's not tight enough.
Yeah, it needs to go a whole
Needs to go
other
all the
road.
way around again.
Is it lunchtime yet? I'm starving.
Probably.
I hope not.
11.
Shoot. I'll be here till midnight. Okay, so now we gotta try to jack this thing up in here. I hope it works.
All right, now the whole thing is gonna have to rotate because that tab is about to hit. So the whole shock has to rotate.
Well, I'm gonna pull on this and you gotta try to twist it. As that's not gonna be easy. So give me that flathead screwdriver, that big one.
Should be good.
Okay,
Okay.
jack me up. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Let's go a little more. All right, we're in.
That's good.
We're in.
Sweet.
Yeah, so once it hit the proper alignment, it just went right up in. But that's how you figure this stuff out. You just got to do it. Try it. So you can see we're sitting right on here. All this is lined up. We'll torque the bolts on top. We're going to put the bolt through here, and we're good to go.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, it was this way.
I don't think it really probably matters that much.
Everybody can be excited. We're doing the torquing all our bolts under load. I'm sure they'll find something we did wrong. One guy who's had GTIs for like 25 years.
Right.
And he's gonna let me know how stupid we are. Okay, we got these on.
They need to be
Those on. We gotta put our, well, we don't mess with our sway bar end links yet.
Yeah.
But our drive shaft is good, our axle shaft. And so tighten these, we need to put this back on.
If we're gonna do you think we're gonna have to drop the subframe?
Probably. Good to go. Side A complete. Side B should take half as long.